So there are three myths about twin flames that are on my mind right now. And the first one is that there is a purpose in twin flames to be in physical union. That's not true. Twin flames don't even have to be romantic. Secondly, people are often telling me that twin flames are fake and it's just limerence. That's not true either. That's just what somebody says when they don't understand the concept and never met their twin flame. And the third one is that there are false twin flames before the real twin flame. I don't think that's true either. There's just twin flames and everybody else. There's no such thing as a false twin flame. A lot of people wonder whether twin flames have to be romantic. Romance is not the point of the twin flame journey, and the purpose is not to be in union with this person. You're always with them on the higher levels of consciousness and existence. So it doesn't really matter if you make it to that point in the physical plane. This is all temporary anyway. This place that we find ourselves in is soul university. It's a staging ground for all kinds of lessons for the soul. This is not real. The real place is on the 5D level. That I don't like that term, but people call it that. I like to say the astral plane, or the higher level of consciousness. You know this person and you always have. You're on a journey with them through many lifetimes. And the soul doesn't really care about romantic union and romantic feelings. That's a human level experience. The soul knows about divine love, and that is infinite. So twin flames, the point is not physical union. People insist on that, but that's because they're so attached to this temporary illusion that we find ourselves in. That's kind of like a dream. But you will wake up from this dream when this story is over, and you'll go to the next lifetime and the next story will begin. And what really matters is the eternal truth that you bring from lifetime to lifetime. That is where the real union occurs. What is limerence? Limerence is when you're inexplicably obsessed with someone and you can't take your mind off them. That's an aspect of twin flames for sure, at least on some parts of the journey. But it's not the whole picture, because twin flames, meeting your twin flame is a spiritual experience. It involves the entire universe, not just you and that person. And you are not just obsessed with them, you become obsessed with changing your life, embodying your life purpose, speaking your truth, knowing who you really are, understanding that everything in the universe is connected. So limerence is just like one teeny little part of the whole picture. When people meet their twin flames, it's beyond limerence. Why? Because it's expanding your consciousness. You feel a connection with this person that's not just mundane, not on the physical plane. It's beyond that. You realize you have telepathy. You have a connection to their emotions. You start to see synchronicities. The universe is sending you signs everywhere you go, repeated numbers, crazy things like double rainbows and shooting stars. And it involves not just you and this person, but you and the universe, and you and your true self. You finally get to connect with your higher self, your soul, because this person mirrors back at you everything that you need to heal and learn in this manifestation, this incarnation here on earth. This is about your relationship with the whole universe, with your higher self, with existence, and just one part of it is your relationship with that person. A lot of people ask me about false twin flames. This is not real. It's a myth. Twin flames are your counterpart, your divine counterpart. There's no way to mistake that. But you have a lot of soulmates. You have people who are supposed to be in your life to help you learn lessons. And if you've never met your twin flame, which most people haven't, you have no idea what that experience really feels like. So you might confuse it with one of these other relationships that's just toxic or just hard to deal with, or that is teaching you a lot of soul lessons and helping you grow, but it's not a twin flame. So there are twin flames, and then there's just everybody else. But it doesn't mean everybody else is just like unimportant. Like we don't have to label significant experiences as false twin flames or karmic partners or whatever. We don't need to assign a significance to those non-twin flame relationships because all other relationships are significant. Nobody is in your life by accident. There's a divine plan to every single person you have met and every single thing that has happened to you. You do have free will, but the people who you're attracting and the people who are coming into your life are there by design. So never think that somebody you're in a relationship with or have been is just mundane, just pointless because you haven't met your twin flame. There are very important relationships that we shouldn't dismiss just because they aren't your divine counterpart. Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation on the internet about twin flames. There's a lot of information about it. It's really hard to sift through it all. My advice is to always see this from a spiritual soul perspective, because as soon as you start to get attached to the physical, temporary illusion of life, it gets hard. In any spiritual experience, any path you're on, that's what makes it hard. But especially with twin flames, if you attach to being with this person, the idea of being with this person, and what it's supposed to mean and what you're supposed to do, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Lift your consciousness up to a higher level so that you can see the oneness with you and that person and all other things. The only thing you really need to be doing is meditating, working on yourself, and connecting to divine source. That's what this path is all about. It's not about you working to be with that person. It's about you working to be happy on your own and to understand that true bliss and happiness and all the love in the universe has always been within you. You don't need anybody else to complete you. So if somebody wants to book a session with me to talk about all this crazy twin flame stuff, I love hearing these stories. I never get tired of them. I've talked to hundreds of people about their twin flame journeys, and I have a lot of wisdom and advice to give, but people often book sessions just because there's no one else to talk to about it. And I am here to help you decide if you've met your twin flame. I don't think anyone can tell you that except yourself, except you. You know, but I can help you sift through your inner feelings and thoughts, because I know it's hard. It's confusing. I've been there too. So I know how the journey is. And some people just book sessions to talk to someone without judgment. It's therapeutic to do that. You can do that at my website, wellnessoneness.com. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, all the major platforms, so you can find me there as well. And I look forward to working with anybody who is a seeker of truth on this path.